Hi, everybody. My name is Leon Thomas. You're watching New Biz Buzz, the show where we talk to business owners of businesses that are new, businesses that are unique, and businesses that are doing something to help their community. You're watching New Biz Buzz. Here we go. Hello again. My name is Leon Thomas. You're watching New Biz Buzz. If you are the owner of a new business or you know someone that is, and you'd like them to be a guest on New Biz Buzz, send me an email. Send the email to leonthetrainer at gmail.com. That's leonthetrainer at gmail.com. Today on New Biz Buzz, we have Amanda Singer, the owner of Just Love Coffee in Atlanta. Amanda, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Leon? Good to see you again.
I'm doing well. It's great to see you too. I haven't seen you in I don't know, 10 years
100
or so.
years.
Yeah, it's been forever. I remember, I think the last time we talked, you were giving me an interview to do some work for you, right?
Hey, do we need a delivery driver? You need a job?
It's a long commute to Atlanta, but if it pays well, you never know. People will do anything. It's great to catch up with you, and congratulations on your business, Just Love Coffee Cafe. Tell me this: how long have you been open?
We opened in December, so about 6 months, and obviously we were delayed a little bit with COVID. So I signed my lease the end of 2019. We were planning on starting construction last March, so we were planning on being open by May of last year, going into summer. And obviously COVID happened and construction got delayed, funding got delayed, hiring people got delayed, construction took longer than we expected. So we finally opened right after Thanksgiving. So it was the first week of December last year, 2020.
Wow. Now, operating a business, any business during COVID is a challenge, but you opened during COVID. What?
Yeah. It's one of those things that you're like, well, do we back out of this? Do we, what do we do? And we're like, you know what, this is something that we're really dedicated to. And it's a great platform that we can just get really embedded in the community and give back to the community. And, everyone I talk to wants a coffee shop, a local coffee shop that is not Big Brother down the road. So yeah, we've just had a lot of support from our community, and we went forward, and it's been great. I mean, I was really impressed that 2-3 months in, 60% of our customers were repeat business already, which is awesome. So definitely have been gotten some great acceptance from the community, and lots of great regulars already.
Yeah, that's great. And that I would imagine for any business, any coffee shop, but particularly something that's new, like you mentioned, it's not Big Brother down the street. 60% repeat business. That has to be a very high number. Something you and your team are very proud of, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, since we started off slow, one of the things that I just reinforce with all of our team members of how important it is to really get to know our customers, use our customers' names. We want to be the Cheers for all of you old timers that know that show, for those of you that watch Nick at Night. So, it's like we want to recognize our customers and make them feel welcome and make them feel special and independent, not just the sticker on the name on the cup. And, every single one of our employees does that. We always get a customer name, and we always call our customer by name. And I think that is one of those behaviors that our team does that really has gotten people to be like, oh, this place is awesome. They really do know me.
Yeah. It's interesting. You talk about using your guest name, using your customer's name, right? It's something we hear about, and in so many aspects of hospitality, use the customer's name, use the guest name. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me at a smoothie shop just a couple of days ago. I give my order. They ask my name. They write the name on a cup. right?
Hmm.
Then when it's time for me to pick up my order, they just yell out, large raspberry banana, and I'm like, that's not my name, and I'm like,
Yeah.
are they really talking to me? And they go, large raspberry banana, and I'm like, oh, they had a perfect opportunity. She asked my name,
So
she didn't
close.
use my name, and it was so close. It was so close. So I'm glad to hear that that's something you're emphasizing
Yeah.
at your place. Now, you also mentioned the community loves you, and it gives you an opportunity to give back to the
Hmm.
community. What types of things are you doing?
Well, one of the things that attracted me to Just Love in general was their nonprofit beginning. So they started out as just a roaster that was a nonprofit that was roasting coffee for fundraisers for churches and schools, and basically all of their profits they gave back to families that were doing international adoption and foster care. And since then, they have kind of fallen backwards into starting a coffee shop and doing a full cook to order breakfast and lunch menu. So they've definitely expanded their offerings over time and then started franchising about 7 or 8 years after they started. But that philanthropic thread is still embedded deep in their culture of the organization. And when they look for franchisees, one of the things that they look for is a good cultural fit. And they want to find franchisees that want to, be a pillar in their community, that want to do philanthropic things. And I've been doing dog rescue for 20 years. And, I have 3 dogs in my household right now, so I can't do fostering right now because they already outnumber me. So, we can't have that going on. But what else can I do? Well, this is a great platform that we can have adoption days out on our patio. We have a huge patio outside. A lot of the rescue groups aren't doing live in-person adoptions yet because of COVID, but I have reached out to several and said, hey, when you're ready to start doing live events, we have a huge patio. We'd be happy to host you. And then our merchandise sales, so I'm going to swing over here a little bit. So 25% of all of our merchandise sales goes to some of our partner local dog rescues, dog and cat rescues. And we also partner with a nonprofit called the Ahimsa House, which is the only domestic abuse shelter in the Southeast that accepts victims and their pets to escape to safety together. And they have a crazy statistic that just blows my mind, that 73% of their victims have stayed in a situation because they wouldn't leave their pet behind, because their abuser has threatened to either hurt or kill their pet if they walk away, and they didn't want their animal to die. So this is a great opportunity for them and their pet to escape to safety together. So that's another one of our local nonprofits that we support through our merchandise sales.
Wow, you are doing a lot of really good things. And you talk about that shelter. I didn't know that shelters did not allow those that are escaping danger not to bring their pets. That's new to
Yeah.
me, and I hope that's something that's new to our viewers as well, and that I can support and others can support organizations like that. I live in the Mid-Atlantic area in Baltimore, and I'd never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, and
it's great.
especially with COVID, when people were, sheltered in place, sheltered at home, they've been working from home. Sometimes a domestic abuse victim, their escape is going to work during the day where they can get away from their abuser. And now suddenly they are forced to be in that household with that person 24/7, while shelter in place orders were in place, and now people are still working from home. So, they might be stuck in a really bad situation right now.
Yeah. Well, it's great that you're doing something to help. Kudos to you. That is so cool that you're doing that, and I'm sure you're benefiting and helping people that don't even know you're helping them. So hats
Right.
off to you for doing that. That's really great. A business giving back to the community. Wow, if so many more would do that, imagine what the impact would be in our community. So again, congratulations and thank you for what you're doing in that regard. Now, I have to ask, because I'm sure some folks are going to ask me or send me messages or send you messages. Are you afraid of like that gigantic waffle falling on you? I mean, that's a big waffle there. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so an interesting thing about our concept is we cook everything on waffle irons. So we have a fairly simple kitchen. We don't require a huge build out in our kitchen, which is a great attractive thing for franchisees to come in because they don't have to do a $500,000 kitchen renovation or kitchen build out. We don't require a hood system. We don't have grease. We don't have fryers. So our cooks love it. We have cooks that have worked at Chick-fil-A and some other big restaurants and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, we're so excited. We don't have to clean out fryers. So we cook everything on waffle irons. So of course we have waffles, but we have breakfast burritos, we have omelets, we have sandwiches, salads, wraps, and basically we use the waffle iron as kind of a panini press for our grilled caprese sandwich or grilled cheese, roast beef and cheddar. So yeah, but we've really gotten to be known in the area as a great breakfast, brunch, and lunch place. And Saturdays and Sundays, we are going gangbusters with people bringing in their families for breakfast.
Oh, great! That is great.
And then of course they get great coffee with it too.
Oh, great coffee too. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, we have coffee.
Yeah. That is great. So you have breakfast, brunch, lunch. You're busy Saturdays and Sundays. Families are coming in. That's great. So I can imagine families. The kids are looking forward to. Are we going tomorrow? What time are we leaving home and all that? So that is really, really, really good. Now, tell us some about your background. How did you get into the idea, the concept of having the cafe? What kind of led you there? And tell us a little about you and your background.
Yeah, so actually spent 30 years in the hotel industry, which is where you and I met a generation ago. And so spent about 11 or 12 years working in hotels, hotel operations, 80 hours a week, all of that stuff that hotels do. And I have my educational background is in teaching. So I was an elementary school teacher. And after graduating from college, I loved the hotel industry and I did not love teaching. So I ended up going back into the hotel industry after I graduated and spent a few more years doing hotel operations and then ended up marrying those two areas of expertise and went to Intercontinental Hotels, or IHG, it's how it's known now, as their corporate office and joined their HR team as a trainer. And was teaching their general manager programs, front office manager programs, sales programs. Spent 17 years at IHG, did a stint in HR and training. I did instructional design, so I was writing training. And then I moved over to the loyalty team, so I learned some about distribution. That's kind of when social media was starting to get hot, and Expedia and Travelocity and all of those things were going gangbusters. So I got to learn more about distribution and third parties and the importance of the loyalty program, and really got a ton of experience in the hotel industry. And after that, I left and went to an elevator company that was centralizing their HR function. So it was kind of nice to go into an HR team that wasn't really a startup because it was a 150-year-old company, but they were bringing all of regional HR into a central location. So I was kind of that team that started up that central HR, and we started bringing training in-house. So that was a really cool experience. And then I was there about a year and a half and got an opportunity to do some consulting back in the hotel industry, which I did miss the hotel industry. And, did that for a little while. And then I said, what's my retirement plan? What do I want to do when I retire? And, I kind of joked. I was like, I'm going to have to go get a job at Starbucks so I can get my 2 free cups of coffee a day and, get out of the house because I'm going to be bored in retirement. And then happened to stumble upon Just Love. And I was like, or I could own a coffee shop, even better. Yeah. So I ended up, just going down the path of getting to know Just Love a little bit more and just really fell in love with the organization, and their core values match my core values, and just thought it would be a really great retirement job. So, here I am at 48 and I'm retired.
Yeah.
This is not really, but
not really. Well, this is great. You found something, and I know you love it. I've seen some of your posts on social media about how excited you are about Just Love, and we've been running banners with your website and your Instagram, so folks can check you out there. You'll see the banner running there with your website, and Instagram's been running also. So we look forward to some folks checking you out, and your social media posts lead me to believe that you're having a lot of fun and your team members are enjoying what they're doing also. And I think that that comes from the leader, you, right? So I give you credit for that too.
I have
You're
a great
rocking on.
team, so I have an awesome team. Like we have found some diamonds in the rough who are just stellar.
Great. And I'm sure you interviewed them well, because I was once interviewed by you, and you used to teach a class in behavioral interviewing, right? As I recall, right? So
putting those skills to work.
That's right. You made some good selections. Now we're going to go in.
Interviewing does work.
It does work. It does work. Find good people, right? Eliminates a lot of problems later if you find them right from the top and train them well. Now, listen, let's talk about something away from coffee, away from food for a minute. All right, let's talk about what really matters. The Green Bay Packers.
Nice.
The Green Bay
Aaron Rodgers is going to retire, and we're going to be dead in the water.
What? You're thinking he's going to retire? No.
Have you seen how old he is?
Yeah.
I mean, he's busy
old.
doing State Farm commercials.
So State Farm's going to win over football?
No.
No.
I hope not.
They're going to figure it out, and he's going to be back. But I know you are a huge Packers fan. Living in Atlanta, how does that work out?
Well, it's awesome, because whenever they play the Falcons, it's really easy to get tickets.
Oh, well, there you have it. There you have it.
My mom has flown down several times. We've gone to games, and it's great.
Now, if anyone comes into the cafe wearing a Packers jersey, do they get a discount, or what are you doing there?
I think they need to. Or we'll just do a big high five,
A big old high five. Good deal.
Yep.
Now, tell us, where is your cafe in Atlanta? Give us kind of a geographic description of where you are.
Yeah, so we're in Sandy Springs, so we're up on the north side of town. So we're about 12 miles north of downtown, north of Buckhead. So the neighborhood that we're in is called Perimeter. So it's kind of a big business district. It's kind of the same business district that UPS corporate headquarters, IHG's corporate headquarters, State Farm has a huge campus over here, Mercedes-Benz, Cox Communication. So tons of big Fortune 500 companies in the area. And this space is just growing like gangbusters. I mean, if there's a empty parking lot space, they're putting in an office building over there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens post-COVID with Class A office space and people working in the offices versus working from home. And so it'll be interesting to see what the business district looks like post-COVID.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned earlier in our conversation that you opened during COVID and the challenges that you faced there. How about now that you're open? How's staffing? We're hearing reports of hospitality businesses having a difficult time finding staff and all that. How is it for you?
Yeah, so we're the same. We're definitely having some of the same experiences that I've seen. Lots of business owners, lots of hotels, lots of hotel companies that are posting saying they can't find people. They're severely understaffed. I wouldn't say we're severely understaffed. We have some great people that have been with us from day one. Luckily, our team is, I'm on board with, $15+ per hour. So, we're making sure that we're competitive with our salaries. Most of my kids are, high school and college kids, so they're not necessarily looking for the extra benefits of health insurance and stuff like that. We do offer it, but, a lot of them don't take us up on it. And I was going to say, where we have struggled is getting an extra cook, getting some delivery drivers and things like that. We put ads out there. We'll have, a half a dozen people do an application. We'll set up an interview for them and they don't show up for the interview, which is really frustrating. And we're even doing some screening, on the phone to, it's not just like, hey, come in Friday for an interview. It's like we're having a conversation with them on the phone and saying, okay, well, do you want to move forward? Do you want to have an interview? Is this something that, do we sound like we're a good fit for you? Because, it's not just us interviewing them. They're also interviewing us to make sure that we're a good fit for what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. I would say 75% of our applicants don't show up for their interview, which is really disappointing.
Wow.
But those that we do find, are we use behavioral interviewing, and we're pretty tough through the interview process, and we want to make sure that we find a good cultural fit for us. We want to make sure it's people that want to give back to the community, that want to be a great somebody who's going to serve from the heart and serve the customer, and that cleanliness is important, that food safety is important, and if that stuff's not important to them, we don't want them on the team.
Yeah. Good deal. Great. I hope things get better for you. I hope that just a ton of business comes your way, and great employees continue to come your way and show up for the interview, and all those things. I wish you the greatest of success. Now, we're going to talk about two more things, folks. My name is Leon Thomas. You're watching New Biz Buzz. We're here today with Amanda Singer, the franchise owner of Just Love Coffee in Atlanta Perimeter. Now, Amanda, let's talk about some coffee, and then I want to go into the kitchen and maybe have someone prepare something for me, and I can eat it virtually. Now, when it comes to coffee, I'm about as plain and simple as they come. I want decaf with a touch of cream.
Gotcha.
I can get that there, right? You got me covered. I can
absolutely
get that. Okay, I can get decaf, touch of cream. That's it. I don't.
We'll even put it in a ceramic mug for you.
Oh no, a ceramic mug. Oh. Count me in. Now, tell me about some of your food offerings before we go in the kitchen and you prepare something. Tell us some of the things that you have in terms of food.
Yeah, so we really are a cook-to-order breakfast, brunch, lunch place. We're open until 6 o'clock at night. So, we don't do a ton of dinner stuff. It's kind of like sandwiches and salads and stuff if people come in for dinner. So light dinner. But breakfast and brunch is kind of our sweet spot. So obviously waffles. So we have lots of different types of waffles. We have berry waffle. We're going to have just a plain waffle, that strawberries, blueberries, bananas, something like that. We also have some really cool, innovative menu items. We have a flying pig, which is a stuffed waffle. So it's going to be a waffle with scrambled eggs, bacon, and sausage cooked inside, which is pretty cool. Eat it with some syrup. It's delicious. But we also do omelets. We do sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits that we cook on the waffle iron. So it's kind of a stuffed biscuit. We do breakfast burritos. And then, of course, our lunch, we do kind of some melt sandwiches like grilled cheese, grilled caprese, roast beef and cheddar, and then wraps. So turkey wrap, chicken wrap, things like that. So, and then we kind of use the waffle iron as a panini press.
Yeah, nice. Oh, I'm so excited. Looking forward to my next trip to Atlanta. Yeah, I have to come there for sure. So how about this? How about let's go in the kitchen and you and your team prepare something for us. So what do you think?
Let's do it. All right, let me put my mask on since we're walking in the back.
All right.
All right, so here we are in the kitchen, and we are going to make a omelet today. So we have Nick here. He's going to be cooking for us today. I'm going to try to get a good view while he's cooking. So, yeah, who knew you could make eggs on a waffle iron, right? So we're going to put in some veggie mix. We're going to put in some diced sausage. Put a couple of tater tots in there just because they're delicious. A little bit of cheese. And then we're going to throw some eggs in there. All right, so while we let that cook, it's going to cook about 2 minutes. And on waffle irons here, so we have a whole bunch of waffle irons here in our kitchen. And we make everything from, of course, waffles and omelets. But we also make wraps. We make sandwiches. So we use the waffle iron as a panini press, basically. So we make some nice melty sandwiches like grilled cheese and a grilled caprese. We do a lot of wraps. We do sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, which are great. Those are super popular. But yeah, all cooked on waffle iron. So we're going to let this cook for a minute, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Look at how light and fluffy those eggs are. Amazing. All right, we're going to follow the omelet to the plate. And we fold it over. Nice and fluffy. We're going to top it with a little bit of cheddar cheese. And we serve that up with some salsa and sour cream. And then ultimately we top it off with a little black pepper. And that is our omelet.
Yeah, nice. And so you've got, what were the sauces that you said? Ketchup and salsa?
Ketchup, salsa, sour cream, sausage gravy.
Uh-huh.
But typically salsa and sour cream is what people choose.
Okay, okay, nice. Didn't take long. Right on a waffle iron. Who
Yeah.
knew? Who knew you
I
could
want
do
to see
that?
people. I want to see people doing it at home and sending me video.
Oh, how about that? Yeah. Yeah, you don't want my kitchen skills now. No, I could probably be a delivery driver, but you don't want me in the kitchen. No, no, no. That's not my calling. That is great. It looked really good. Now, is that going to be your brunch or your lunch? Are you going to eat that
Yeah,
as soon as we're finished here?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. That looked really good. Thanks for spending time with us, Amanda. This looks really good. Tell us again where you are. We're going to run all the banners of your website and Instagram and all that, but please go ahead and give everyone a geographic of where you are so they can come by and see it.
Yeah, Just Love Coffee, Atlanta Perimeter. So we're at the corner of Hammond and Peachtree Dunwoody in Sandy Springs. So if you're familiar with the King and Queen Towers, very iconic buildings, we are kitty corner across the street from them. And right at about 10, 12 miles north of downtown up on the north side. And we just opened 6 months ago, so we're waiting to meet you.
Folks, my name is Leon Thomas. You just watched another episode of New Biz Buzz where we highlighted Just Love Coffee in Atlanta and the owner, Amanda Singer. If you'd like to be on our show or you know someone that would, send me an email. Send it to leonthetrainer@gmail.com. We love highlighting new businesses. And thanks again to Amanda Singer and her team at Just Love Coffee, wishing them the greatest of success. My name's Leon Thomas. Thanks for watching New Biz Buzz. Here we go.